One of the present often self-obtrusive and high-level physicists has examined his evaluation concerning this trouble. Michio Kaku, acknowledged for his first-rate dedication to the fields of authentic technological know-how, has of late declared that the James Webb Space Telescope has considered 6 tremendous universes that examiners thought could not exist. These appraisals may possibly open up new points in our reliable enthusiasm for the universe. It is as such unexpected and worth looking out for these enhancements. M. Kaku is a tremendous figure in the STEDY area, a physicist of American and Japanese warrant. He is regarded as an expert in both obsolete material science and quantum mechanics. Not in any way like some more moderate and dubious professionals, Kaku does not have a spot with that percent and has been receptive to the impressive behind-schedule results of the James Webb Space Telescope challenge. We're more than satisfied that this parent investigator has selected to end his quiet and straightforwardly percentage what can it absolutely no factor within the destiny be denied. The enthusiasm and almost engaged tone of the top-notch streak physicist are apparent in his feedback at the exposure made through the James Webb Space Telescope, conveying that this has been the part that has energized his advantage, obliging us to discover the consequences of Michio Kaku's disclosure of these 6 large universes. Michio Kaku is a researcher who has dependably been inclined to contemplate new speculation, commonly through his existence. He is aware of that Einstein's conditions of relativity and new rules are lacking to get the full intricacy of the universe. Kaku comprehends that the disclosures of the new telescope have the possibility to work on the constant discipline. But in large piece of his accomplice, he has not had the decision to take on this view. It is making a challenge and a sound asleep trouble among the shields and adversaries of quantum mechanics. In any event, honest portions of facts jing from M. Kaku, the JW Area Telescope has uncovered the disclosure of 6 splendid universes. Following as a long way as feasible lower back to the earliest seasons of the universe, these universes comprise a larger variety of stars than our own smooth manner. Regardless of having fashioned basically 200 to 700 after million years the gigantic blast, the social occasion of stargazers who have made the disclosure has named these first-rate systems universe breakers, seeing that they asserted they might ferment our whole enthusiasm for the universe. Something suits here no more. The enormous speculation lets us recognize that the universe became a teach-spoil after the subordinate occasion. The key sturdy articles anticipated diverse loads of years to blueprint, and it required infinite more years for the things to show up at perfect thickness and produce mild. The arrangement of tangled plans is an instance. Universe was assumed to happen basically later. A piece of the newly located universes outflanked the smooth way in size, and their enormous brightness shows that they had been presumably forming many new stars each year while our large structure stars just inconsistently. It remains uncertain unequivocally when the fundamental universe is framed. Specialists have no longer had the selection to pick this up until this factor. The primary subject that is clean is that at first, there may also essentially have been unmarried stars or get-togethers of stars which in the end blend to shape continuously enormous improvements till minor univs worked with the minimum countless systems experience distinct universes and continuously made by beyond hypotheses. Remarkably coordinated and massive universes might never have existed around then, which increases whether or not the universe is alive more prepared than as of past no identified or whether complex told pretentious guides of motion created commonly faster. This gift state of affairs is trying to understand for moderate technological know-how which without a doubt tracks down troubles with this version in a couple bit of material technological know-how and generally declined to understand this publicity in question expected screws up within the age estimations. M. Kaku had some awareness of this and had this to mention: there are extraordinary occasions of old and deluding theories that decide cross on taking into account the notoriety of certain experts. Significant quantities of these speculations had been maybe ridiculed while an essential traveler exposed their deception. Sooner or later, the essential work in any science, specifically in true science, rests with the experimentalists who preserve the scientists veritable in fact. In the world, we've slightly any comprehension into the considerable early levels of the universe. The monstrous blast speculation turned into fanned out in 1927 in light of perspective on the growth of the universe. Those information incited the quit that the universe began from a solitary point and has been growing starting consequently ahead. On the time it changed into attempting for people and examiners to ponder a universe with a begin and a give up. The chance of a universe that had dependably existed and turned into relentless in all actuality was beyond people's innovative mind. Even today, investigators truly face hardships in checking out it. Anyway, it is the ability to contemplate that those probabilities indeed these new appearances suit no longer the slightest bit form or structure with what specialists have assembled for seemingly forever concerning the concept of how things came to be. In any case, science has proven again and again that reassessment and responsiveness to ancient bits of information are a predominant piece of the dependable cycle. Like the affirmation of explicit theories and observations on the point. While Einstein turned into a young people, the way that the stars and makes it ace planets were enduringly fixed inside the universe. And that these specific plans consume to portray space. At any fee, we as of now understand that everyone inside the universe is moving. Planets circle stars and entire frameworks circulate inside their bounds. L systems at diverse kilometers every second. And entire boundless systems circulate quickly via the universe. The future of which we cannot but try and anticipate today. Educated professionals are tried to understand wrong encounters. And to make sense of that hypotheses are now not simply exams and not outright bits of information until they are completely tried or admitted through unmistakable studies. The opportunity of the monster blast emerged out of the certification that structures are shifting far from one another. And this distance is corresponding to the gap to Earth. This information, known as Hubble's rule, proposed that the universe was loosening up for a certainly prolonged time. Parts like the top-notch basis radiation and the red shift of mild from a long way off boundless systems and different cosmological plans besides regarded to help this hypothesis. Recalling that its primary previously character who identified that the Earth turned into the stage. And that the solar pivoted is besides had the intended affirmation for their suppositions until the incident that is what creative overhaul got here professor gave in all the clearer more careful photo right now. We are seeing a similar situation. Specialists predicted the new JWST to confirm the ideas related with the epic blast. However, they've run over those 6 universes that gave off an effect of being exquisite. This exhorts us that science is endlessly making. And that scientists need to be open to new determinations and reconsider current speculations in light of new verification. Professionals utilize redshift as a contraption to choose specific aggregates inside the assessment of the universe. Pink shift, similarly called the Doppler effect, suggests the adjustment of the color of light. Because the light resources are the onlooker circulate comparative with one every other. To comprehend this, you may envision ending and seeing a car coming towards you. As the car movements towards you, you pay attention to the motor getting greater grounded. But at the factor while the car passes you or moves far from you, the motor changes. That is on the ground that the motor differentiates because the automobile movements. The indistinguishable is proper for mild. When a mild focal factor, for example, a far-off famous person, actions towards us, the mild we see shifts towards bluer tones. On the other hand, when the light source creates a long way from us, the mild movements closer to purple varieties. This eccentricity is known as red shift. Physicists have modified over crimson shift values into speeds and distances for assessment in the valuation of the universe. Besides, it is crucial to study that little mishandles in these critiques may want to have massive influences. The evaluation techniques as of late utilized are at this factor underneath audit. And it is interesting to see what influences investigators will display up it with. Known to the maximum latest indicates related to our universe, its records essential to bear in mind whether or not they are simply established on crimson shift goof. Or whether multiple researchers are essentially denying modern-day true elements. This is an inquiry that calls for evaluation and vigilant outline of the records and techniques applied within the research. In abundance of thanks for watching the video as dependably we activate you that you will be capable of submitting your requests in the remarks container tolerating you want the video don't forget to cause a few disturbances inside the additionally away button percentage it's so it contacts more individuals and reach out with the feed so you do whatever it takes now not to miss more happy this way in abundance of thanks for watching and see you in the accompanying one. An unquestionable physicist, Michio Kaku, has really commented, set aside on an outstanding disclosure made by the James Webb Space Telescope. It has identified 6 huge universes that were previously remembered to be widespread. These revelations have the possibility to agitate our expertise of the universe, inciting enthusiasm and exceptional hobby in sensible circles. Kaku, acknowledged for his know-how in both old-style and quantum material technological know-how, has welcomed the telescope's reveal, going from extra-attentive points of view and preferred scientists. His power for the disclosures reflects a greater depth inside the field. The identifying proof of these great limitless frameworks task spread-out hypothesis is for the planet of the early universe. Some analysts are as of now questioning whether or not how we ought to decipher the universe's age desires correction. Or however if complex infinite systems emerge fundamentally sooner than as of late suspected. But Kaku stresses the importance of retaining an open and receptive outlook toward groundbreaking thoughts and rethinking unfold-out speculations in light of new verification. The possibility of the hypothesis of the universe's foundation has created over the long haul, reflecting our creating perception of the universe's additives. Pink shift and idiosyncrasy used by scientists to measure distances and speeds in space, via and by underneath assessment, highlighting the requirement for choosy evaluation of observational facts. The video closes by attractive in further dialogue and inviting requests from watchers, focusing on the dynamic and continuously evolving nature of smart inquiry. It centers around the significance of closing receptive to new exposures. Furthermore, the which means of in popular basically comparing existing theories, pursuing after records. Science continually revises and updates its theories as new evidence comes to light. What was once considered factual can change with new observations and technologies, such as the discoveries made by the James Webb Space Telescope, challenging previous assumptions about the universe. Red shift, observed through phenomena like the Doppler effect, is crucial for measuring distances and velocities in space. It helps scientists understand the movement and expansion of the universe, contributing to theories like Hubble's law. However, as technology advances, our ability to observe deeper into space and with greater precision challenges existing paradigms. The recent discovery by the James Webb Space Telescope of 6 massive galaxies previously thought to be commonplace underscores the dynamic nature of scientific inquiry. Such discoveries compel scientists to reconsider timelines and models of cosmic evolution, emphasizing the importance of remaining open to new data and interpretations. The importance of the scientific method itself, a structured approach to investigating natural phenomena that involves formulating hypotheses, conducting experiments, or making observations, analyzing data, and drawing conclusions, is highlighted. This methodological rigor ensures that scientific claims are based on empirical evidence rather than mere speculation or intuition. It also underscores the provisional nature of scientific knowledge. Hypotheses are continually tested and revised in response to new information, and theories are subject to modification or even rejection if they no longer align with empirical findings. The historical context provided in the text, referencing past scientific revolutions, such as Einstein's theory of relativity challenging Newtonian mechanics, serves as a reminder that even the most established theories are subject to revision based on new observations and advancements in technology. This ongoing process of reassessment is not just a characteristic but a necessity of scientific progress. In conclusion, the discourse surrounding the evolution of scientific knowledge, particularly in fields like cosmology and astrophysics, illustrates a fundamental aspect of human intellectual endeavor. The constant pursuit of understanding and the relentless revision of ideas in light of new evidence. Throughout history, scientific theories have been subject to scrutiny, refinement, and sometimes complete upheaval as art tools for observation and analysis have improved. This process of continuous reassessment is not merely a feature but a necessity of scientific progress.